Dr. R. Hemavati is an assistant professor in mathematics in Queen Mary's, Chennai. She has specialized on functional analysis. Having 12 years of experience in teaching, she has won various awards for her performance. She has published papers in 14 international journals, 3 national journals, and has presented papers in 10 international and in 5 national conferences. She is also one of the editors for an international journal.
Welcome to UGC lecture series. In the previous sessions, we have seen the probability distributions, discrete and continuous. Based on these distributions, we will go ahead with the advanced topics called Chebyshev inequality, weak law of large numbers, strong law of large numbers, central limit theorem, Markov's theorem and Laplace theorem. All these are advanced topics wherein we will apply the concepts studied earlier. In this session, we will study the Chebyshev's inequality statement, applications of Chebyshev inequality wherein the proof is not required in this syllabus given to you, and weak law of large numbers. We will go ahead with the definition of Chebyshev inequality, that is, if x is a random variable with mean mu and standard deviation sigma, then for any positive number k, we have P of modulus of x minus mu is greater than or equal to k sigma is less than or equal to 1 by k square. This is one format of Chebyshev inequality. Using the complementary event of a probability, that is, we know that P of a bar is equal to 1 minus P of a. So, using this complementary probability, greater than or equal to will have a lesser than, which is the complement to this event, as 1 minus P of a. So, modulus of x minus mu, P of modulus of x minus mu less than k sigma, greater than or equal to complement is less than, okay, is greater than or equal to. We are talking about the complement, so that less than or equal to will have the complement as greater than or equal to. It is 1 minus P of a. So, 1 minus 1 by k square. These two are the formats of Chebyshev inequality. These two are called Chebyshev inequality. Even if you write in this format, P of modulus of x minus mu greater than or equal to k sigma is less than or equal to 1 by k square is also Chebyshev inequality. Its complementary is also Chebyshev inequality. Next, some authors use the generalized form of Chebyshev inequality. We will write down that also. That is, if g of x be a non-negative function of a random variable x, then for every k greater than 0, we have P of g of x, it is a function of random variable, is greater than or equal to k is less than or equal to expectation of g of x by k. This is generalized form of Chebyshev inequality. Now, if you take a particular case of the function of random variable, we get the Markov's theorem. That is, g of x is a function of random variable. This g of x can be equal to x or it can be x square, any function of random variable of x. If this has a particular format called as modulus of x, then this generalized form of Chebyshev inequality becomes the Markov property. That is, if g of x equals to modulus of x, what happens to the Chebyshev inequality? It is probability of mod x greater than or equal to k is less than or equal to expectation of x divided by k. If you have x minus mu, if you have this g of x as a modulus of x minus mu, then here it is e of x minus mu and you get 1, and so that you get the usual Chebyshev inequality, the previous Chebyshev inequality is greater than or equal to k sigma is less than or equal to 1 by k square. So, that you should take a g of x as x by mu divided by sigma, you will get 1 by k square. Next, applications of Chebyshev inequality. This Chebyshev inequality has got a variety of applications so that you can find out the approximate value of the probability, not exact value. In some problems it is difficult to find out the exact value of the probability. so that you can now using Chebyshev inequality we will find out the bounds, that is lower bound or upper bound of a probability value. See this example, a symmetric die is thrown 600 times. Find the lower bound for the probability of getting 80 to 120 sixes. Getting a 6 is considered as a success. So, using that probability of success as P, find out the mean mu and then find out the variance. Using variance, find out the standard deviation. After finding out mu and sigma, use Chebyshev inequality and find out the lower bound, because Chebyshev inequality will tell you what are the bounds, lower bounds or upper bounds of the probability. So, we can find out the lower bound for the probability. Okay, we will go ahead in solving this problem. First of all, I have to find mu and sigma. Okay. To find mu and sigma, getting a 6 is considered as success, right. Therefore, P is equal to 1 divided by 6. When a die is thrown, getting a 1 is also 1 by 6, getting a 6 is also 1 by 6. So, mean is equal to expectation of x is equal to NP is equal to n is given to be 600, right. Therefore, 600 into 1 by 6 is equal to 100. So, mu is mean, mu is equal to 100. Okay. Next, sigma we will find out standard deviation, variance sigma is equal to root of sigma square, which is root of variance, and this in the format of binomial distribution. I have used the NP as the mean of binomial distribution, taking this as binomial distribution, and similarly variance of binomial distribution is NPQ. P is 1 by 6 means we need this Q value here, Q is 1 minus P, it is 1 minus 1 by 6 is equal to 5 by 6. Use this value here, root of 600 into 1 by 6 into 5 by 6 is equal to root of 500 by 6. This is sigma value. Sigma is equal to root of 500 by 6. Let S be the total number of successes. Based on S is following a binomial distribution with parameter P, n comma P, we have just found out E of S is equal to mu, which is mu is equal to 100, and variance of S is equal to sigma square is equal to 500 by 6. So, that sigma is equal to root of 500 by 6. After this, we will go ahead with using Chebyshev's inequality. So, using Chebyshev inequality, we have to find out the lower bound. Lower bound means we have to use the second format of Chebyshev inequality. That is, second format says P of modulus of x minus mu is less than k sigma is greater than or equal to 1 minus 1 by k square. Greater than or equal to 1 by 1 minus k square means if you write it in the format as less than or equal to, it is 1 minus 1 by k square is less than or equal to probability. So, that this gives you lower bound. Since you are asked to find out lower bound, we have to use only the second format of Chebyshev inequality. If you are asked to find out the upper bound of the probability, you have to use the first format of Chebyshev inequality. Now, let me substitute all the values where k is kept as constant as it is. Okay. So, that is P of S minus E of S is less than k into root of variance of S is greater than or equal to 1 minus 1 by k square. Substitute all the values, P of modulus of S minus 100 is less than k into root of 500 by 6 is greater than or equal to 1 minus 1 by k square. K value you have to determine, because the question is to find out a probability of 80 to 126s. So, we have to find out the k value according to the probability P of 80 to 186s. Okay. We will write this in the format as minus k. Removing the modulus, P of minus 500 by 6 less than s minus 100 less than k into root of 500 by 6 is greater than or equal to 1 minus 1 by k square. Adding 100 throughout, P of 100 minus k into root of 500 by 6 less than s less than 100 plus k into root of 500 by 6 is greater than or equal to 1 minus 1 by k square. Now, this has to be made as 80 and this has to be made as 120. So, what value of k you will substitute so that you get 80 here and you get 120 here. Here if it is 20 into and this thing goes off, then you will get 80. Therefore, choose k value as 20 into root of 6 by 500. So, what happens? P of 100 minus 20 into root of 6 by 500 into root of 500 by 6 less than s less than 100 plus 20 into root of 6 by 500 into root of 500 by 6 is greater than or equal to 1 minus 1 divided by 20 into root of 6 by 500 square. Choosing k is equal to 20 into root of 6 by 500, you have P of 100 minus 20 into root of 6 by 500 into root of 500 by 6 less than s less than 100 plus 20 into root of 6 by 500 into root of 500 by 6 is greater than or equal to 1 minus 1 divided by 20 into root of 6 by 500 whole square. Okay. So, this 6 by 500 and 500 by 6 gets cancelled and we have P of 80 less than s less than 120 is greater than or equal to 1 minus 1 by 400 into 6 by 500, which is equal to 1 minus 5 divided by 24. Okay. So, this gives you 19 by 24. Okay. Hence, we have found out the lower bound. How it is written? P of 80 less than s less than 120 is greater than or equal to 19 by 24, or you write 19 by 24 is less than or equal to P of 80 less than s less than 120. So, this 19 by 24 forms a lower bound for this probability. So, the lower bound for the probability of 80 to 126s is 19 divided by 24. Similarly, we can do another example wherein two unbiased dice are thrown. If x is the number of sum of numbers showing up, prove that P of modulus of x minus 7 is greater than or equal to 3 is less than or equal to 35 divided by 54. Here you see greater than or equal to 3 is less than or equal to means you are asked to find out the upper bound. So, we have to use the first format of Chebyshev inequality. Also asked to compare this result with the actual probability. Similar problem we have already done in the previous episodes. Two unbiased dice are thrown, find the probability of if x is the sum of numbers showing up, you have been asked to find out certain probability. You can refer this in binomial distribution episode wherein we have used this particular sum. Using that again solving this problem. So, I will quickly go with the things, because already this problem is done in binomial distribution. Only thing we have to find out the probability, sum of numbers on the two dice. Okay. So, the PMF of x is x, since the sum of numbers on two dice means it takes 1, 1 as the first one, last is 6, 6. So, 1, 1 is 1 plus 1, 2, starting from 1, 2, 3, 4 etc. up to 12. P of x is starting from 1 by 36 to 2 by 36 etc. up to 1 by 36, and we have found out x into P of x also. Just multiply this x into P of x, 2 by 36, 6 by 36 etc. up to 12 by 36. Also we need this x square into P of x is 4 by 36 to 144 by 36. This particular tabular column has been worked out in one of the previous episodes. Okay. So, we will use the values. Using the values, now what is your expectation of x? Expectation of x is summation x into P of x, which is equal to 7. Expectation of x square is equal to summation x square into P of x, which is equal to 1974 by 36 is equal to 329 by 6. So that you get variance of x is 35 by 6. With this information, we will go ahead in finding the required probability. So, you have mean is equal to mu is equal to 7, and you have standard deviation is equal to sigma is equal to root of variance is equal to root of 35 by 6, right. Now, what is the Chebyshev inequality says? First format of Chebyshev inequality. By Chebyshev inequality, P of modulus of x minus mu is greater than or equal to k is less than or equal to variance of x by k square. Actually, you can see the Chebyshev inequality, P of modulus of x minus mu greater than or equal to k sigma is less than or equal to 1 by k square. If you want only k, it should be divided by sigma here, or you take k sigma as another constant. I will write that now. By Chebyshev inequality, you have P of modulus of x minus mu is greater than or equal to k sigma is less than or equal to 1 by k square. Put k sigma is equal to some c, then k is equal to c by sigma. So, you have P of modulus of x minus mu is greater than or equal to c is less than or equal to 1 divided by c by sigma whole square is equal to sigma square by c square. So, you have P of modulus of x minus mu greater than or equal to c is less than or equal to sigma square equals to variance of x by c square. Okay. So, we will use this format of Chebyshev inequality, derived format. We have P of modulus of x minus mean is 7 greater than or equal to c is less than or equal to variance is 35 by 6. We use the variance directly instead of standard deviation by c square. Okay. What is the question? See the question. P of modulus of x minus 7 is greater than or equal to 3. So, the c is now taking the value of 3. Okay. Therefore, if c is equal to 3, then you have P of modulus of x minus 7 is greater than or equal to 3 is less than or equal to variance is 35 by 6, right, divided by c square is 3 square. So, P of modulus of x minus 7 is greater than or equal to 3 is less than or equal to 35 by 6 into 9, 54, hence proved. Okay. What is the exact value? We are also asked to find out the corresponding actual probability. The actual probability says we have to convert this to actual probability. P of minus 3 greater or equal to x minus 7 greater or equal to 3. Adding 7 throughout, P of 7 minus 3 greater or equal to x greater or equal to 7 plus 3, that is P of 4 greater or equal to x greater or equal to 10. This is 1 minus P of 4 less than x less than 10. It is 1 minus P of 5, P of 6, P of 7, P of 8 and then only P of 9. You should not include 10. Okay. And these values are taken from the tabular column derived. So, this gives you the answer 1 minus 24 by 36, which is equal to 1 divided by 3. Now, what is the Chebyshev inequality says? Chebyshev inequality says it is less than or equal to 35 by 54 and your exact value is equal to 1 by 3. It matches to the actual probability. After studying Chebyshev inequality statement and generalized form of Chebyshev inequality, particular case of generalized form of Chebyshev inequality derives to Markov's inequality. After that, studying the applications of Chebyshev inequality, we will go ahead to study the weak law of large numbers. Next topic, weak law of large numbers. For studying weak law of large numbers, you need this definition, convergence in probability. You take a sequence of random variables x1, x2, x3 etc. up to xn. Then this sequence is said to converge in probability to a constant a if for any epsilon greater than 0 we have limit n tends to infinity P of modulus of xn minus a less than epsilon is equal to 1, or using complementary events P of modulus of xn minus a is greater than or equal to epsilon is equal to 0. We write this as xn tends to a in convergence in probability as n tends to infinity. This is convergence of the sequence of random variables to a constant a in probability. Next, we study the weak law of large numbers. There are two types, one is weak law of large numbers, next is strong law of large numbers. Weak law of large numbers has got many applications. What is the statement says? Weak law of large numbers states let x1, x2, x3 etc. up to xn be a sequence of random variables with the respective means mu1, mu2 etc. up to mu n. Let Bn is equal to variance of x1 plus x2 plus x3 etc. up to xn. If this is convergent, then P of modulus of x1 plus x2 plus etc. plus xn divided by n minus mu1 plus mu2 plus etc. mu n by n less than epsilon is greater than or equal to 1 minus eta. For all n greater than n naught, where epsilon and eta are arbitrary small positive numbers, provided this is the very important condition we should satisfy for weak law of large numbers. Limit n tends to infinity, Bn by n square should tend to 0. What is Bn? Bn is variance of x1 plus x2 plus x3 etc. up to xn. This is the weak law of large numbers. What does it state? If you take a sequence of random variables with their corresponding means mu1, mu2 etc. up to mu n, then probability of the average of the random variables minus the average of their respective means less than or equal to epsilon is greater than or equal to 1 minus eta, where for all n greater than n naught, provided limit n tends to infinity, Bn divided by n square is greater than 0. Now, based on the discussions in this session, this assignment problem can be solved using Chebyshev inequality. That is, if x is the number scored in a throw of a fair die, show that the Chebyshev inequality gives P of modulus of x minus mu greater than or equal to 2.5 is less than 0.47, where mu is the mean of x while the actual probability is 0. We are proving by Chebyshev inequality it is less than 0.47, whereas the actual probability comes to be equal to 0. We prove this using the Chebyshev inequalities. What format we have to use? Second format of Chebyshev inequality. Now, in this session we have studied the Chebyshev inequality, statement and applications of Chebyshev inequality. After studying this, we stepped into study the weak law of large numbers. For studying weak law of large numbers, we needed a definition called convergence in probability. Statement of weak law of large numbers is given. Thank you.